this video, I'll walk you through the Cartesify code base, both the backend and the front end. To get started, let's start by creating a project. So I call this dApp1. I already have my dApp created before. I'm going to select Cartesify. I can select TypeScript. I think the other one I selected JS. So let's make use of Next.js this time around. So we can seed into my dApp1 and then open. So basically what we're going to do is to, first off, let me seed into the front end. Don't forget, when you set up your front end project for the first time, you install the required dependencies. So I'm going to do that, as well as coming down here. I mentioned previously that the environment variable is very important, so I have a default environment variable set. So I'm just going to copy paste it into my .env file. So let's rename this to .env. Okay, so while we wait for this installation to be complete in order for us to be able to run our front end, let me go over to the back end and explain the code that we have there. So for the back end, we just have this item. So this is showing red because this package has not been installed, so we are not going to run it. So I'm just walking you through the code. So basically, for Cartesify, we need what we call the Cartesify backend. So it's a package developed by the Cartesify team, and then we're also going to need the raw wallet, which is here, which is part of what you're going to install in your application, or when you create that template, or when you select that particular template. And then Express is also needed because Cartesify works like a normal REST API. So that's why you are going to need Express. So similar to what we did in the core implementation for creating greetings, so we also did a crude application here that enables you to test out the features as regards creating, updating, deleting, and fetching those data. So yes, so this is the variable that was instantiated, and then this is the init dApp that we created from the Cartesify backend, and we are setting the wallet to be equals to the create wallet and all of that. So once you have instantiated your dApp, the next thing you want to do, and also you've also instantiated all of this as well, the Express, the app, the ports, and all. Once all of that is done, we can now start writing our request. So yeah, the request here is greetings, which is to post a greetings, and this is to get a particular greeting. This particular one is to get all greetings, and this one is to get a greeting by ID, and then this particular one is to delete a greeting and all. Then this section is to get the dApp wallet balance, like you want to get the dApp wallet, and this one handles transfer. So we're just using normal HTTP requests to handle transfer, unlike what we saw in the core Cartesify integration or implementation. And then here you have withdraw. So all of these things are different endpoints that you use to interact with the Cartesify rollup. And then we also have ERC20 withdraw, ERC20 transfer. These are the different points for 721 transfer, 115, which is multi-token, and then we also have 721 withdraw, 115 withdraw as well. So all of these are the endpoints available. Any of these endpoints we call on our front end, everything should work fine. So we're not going to be doing all of those interactions. We already did that in the Cartesify video. So this video is just for me to explain the code base for you. Now that we are done, let's just run the front end. So the reason I want to run the front end is so that we can see what the front end looks like while I'm explaining the code base. So now coming down to the front end, so this is a Nest application. We're using the Nest app router type. So application is inside the app directory, and everything concerning Cartesify, we try to put them inside the Cartesify directory. So we have this model. This is just some model interfaces, and then this portal, similar to what we have in the core implementation. This handles all Cartesify interaction with the Cartesify contract. So we just have a custom function here that you can call in your components. This one handles balance, ERC20, ERC721. This also handles balance for 115. This load the balances, both the L1 and the L2 balance. And this deposit ETA, deposit ERC20, deposit ERC721, depositing single ERC, depositing in badge, and execute voucher. So these are basically the functions that we have here. So we also have the API calls. This is where we start to make calls to those endpoints that we saw in the back end, those endpoints. So ERC20 makes use of these endpoints. And transfer 721 makes use of these endpoints. 115 makes use of these endpoints. Withdraw ETA makes use of these endpoints. So these are different endpoints we saw in the backend, and they are all here. So these are the different endpoints, and here this is the voucher service that we use to fetch the voucher and then display them. So this is the configuration file where we have all the different chains and their respective addresses. And here we have the components, so similar to what we saw in the other video. The balance handles the balance component. The epoch shows the epoch duration, which we can update. So these are just components. And then these greetings is what we use in displaying the landing page. Okay, so the greetings is what displays this. The greeting is what displays this inputs feed, this greetings page. And then okay, so this is the function to get all greetings on the front end, and these are the components. This one handles transfer, everything transfer, wallet interactions as we have them here. So that's what happens on this component. Then this voucher view, this is what takes care of this particular voucher session. And then the custom button is just this wallet connect button. And we have the error handler. Then the footer is just the footer section, like what we have here. And then the footer item is still part of the footer. The header is this header that we have right here. Then for the utils, these are just utility code to help with some aspect of the components. So yeah, this particular one is for providers. We have the signer using WAGMI. This is custom localhost created. This is a custom alerts code to handle alerts and all. This is constant, and this is like an initialization of the Cartesify create fetch. So this is the part of Cartesify, yeah. Then this is the wallet page for the wallet section. And then this is the layout, and this is the default index page. So this is it, guys. That's basically it for the code base. I believe with this walkthrough you will have a better understanding of what each of these codes are here for and what they are doing, and the ones you don't need you can remove. Like in this components directory, under this examples directory, you can simply remove anyone that you don't need, or you can just delete this entire component. So because all these components are just what we are seeing here. This one is the wallet page, so you can delete the wallet page if you don't need it, and if you don't also need the greetings, you can also delete it as well and create your own components. So that's it. We'll see you in the next video.